Right, hello. I think we're good. Oh, we'll find out. Immortals of Aveum on the XTX 4K. I don't know what that issue is. It's just kind of getting on my nerves though. Every time I've come to use this card since that Ratchet and Clank update, it's just been really annoying. Just have to DDU like 2 or 3 times, restart, and then it just magically works. Right, settings wise, at 4K. We do have FSR, so we can check that out. Everything maxed out. I do need to check my stream though, because I was having loads of issues yesterday. And I still couldn't get to the bottom of it. So I'm hoping it doesn't... I'm hoping it's going to be alright. But yeah, everything maxed. What's that bottom saying? I'll leave that as what we had it yesterday. See how it does. It just said streamed 53 years ago. Yeah, I think there's issues with YouTube as well. I don't know. There was also an update on this game today. So I wonder if that fixed the frame generation thing too, because it's looking like our frames are pretty good here. I know it's slightly better than our 4090. I'll have to retest it on the on this update. Obviously, you can't test frame generation out on this yet to see that ghosting, but... I wonder if they fixed that with it. I didn't see what the patch notes were. I can't open this.
Here we go, buddy.
I think I'm getting some dropped frames though. Hardware related, maybe.
Construct, sick 'em.
Can't hold 60. Yeah, well, we couldn't hold 60 on my 4090 either. So it's actually doing pretty good in comparison. But the thing is, I don't know how much this update's helped. The update in the game today might have improved it a little bit. Oh my god. My sensitivity feels crazy again. It feels a bit worse in the combat. It doesn't hold up quite as good. We seem to drop more frames in the fighting. That definitely feels noticeable. I haven't got any of my special. Can I use that? Is this a big boss? I don't think it is, but it's the same as the other boss guy. Oh my god. No. Oh, that took a while. Similar VRAM though, but it's basically the same amount of VRAM. Similar-ish power as well, actually. We're at between 300 and 350 on my 4090, aren't we? What do I do? Is that not enough? Why not do it quick enough? What was that? Feels a bit smoother than yesterday though, so I'm assuming with this update, this game update.
I was starting to worry about you.
Well, now I said that, I was getting a bit of stuttering then.
But the hand wasn't aboard, so keep your eyes open. What's your position?
I'll have to maybe check it out on a 4080 next and retest frame generation to see if it still does all that ghosting stuff. I guess it would do, probably. I doubt that they really fix that in a day, but... seems like that'd take longer to fix.
Guess we're going in.
I've got to jump in there. FSR3 and Gamescom presentation was delivery. Yeah, I would never pay attention to any of that stuff.
Show yourself, font of Yonkou.
Personally. That stuff is normally always not how it will actually be. Same with DLSS 3. They said it'd be like 4 times the amount. I mean, it's not.
More like who?
I doubt. I don't hit those kind of levels.
Hold your position. I'm on my way.
He'll be gone by then.
That was an order, initiate.
Or they're using specific edge case to like demonstrate it.
I can just see you waving your hand.
Like that's like a common thing. So like in most games, you probably wouldn't see that kind of gain. They use like really weird edge case to try and make it look as good as humanly possible.
Welcome, brother. Do you know who I am?
Sandrak.
I suppose Kirkin has poisoned you again.
So yeah, I'd be careful when you what like yeah expectations on stuff like that. It probably won't be like that. I doubt. If they're saying it's like 3.5 times, it's probably more realistically like 2 times maybe or something. Like it's probably not 3.5.
Would it comfort you to know that I'm close to ending it?
Don't turn your back on me!
Like for most games, your average is probably not going to be 3.5 times.
Send him to his family.
Oh my goodness. For all games? Yeah, new games. I doubt it'll probably, because developers would have to add it to all the games. I'm like, some might do, but I doubt you'll see that everywhere. Same as like DLSS 3. You only really see it in newer games. You probably won't have it added to like older games. And even then, like, the game has to support it and obviously work with AMD, so I think it's going to probably be dependent on that. If I had to hazard a guess. I thought I was going to get wrecked by that
I
thing.
need more time to finish this. Let me give you a hand.
I thought it was interesting though, they're making DLSS 3.5 available for all GPUs to 20 series. I thought that was an interesting move from nvidia. Because obviously previously it's been capped to, I don't think frame generation, because it doesn't have the hardware for it, but what is it that they call it? It's like the ray tracing thing. How do I dodge that? Where do I go? Oh, I gotta shoot that. Oh, well, I've messed that up. Am I doing damage to it? Alright. Hell nah. We'll just shoot this thing. Oh. No. I'm not quite sure how you dodge this thing. Oh no! How'd I get him?
You are broken and you are back.
Oh my god, he hit me off.
is this place? Wait, this is the Shrouded Realm.
Can use it on Intel cards. Yeah, I'd probably always want to use on Intel cards the XESS though, because that always works better on Intel cards. So if I was using my Intel one, I'd probably want to use that, because that's that, you know, works better on Intel over everything else. This is another boss.
What are you doing?
Jack!
Good to get her work on nvidia. Yeah, it's going to be really interesting, I think, to see how it runs. Surely it must run better on specific cards, like if it's available for everything, but surely frame generation's going to work better on like the newer cards. It must do, surely.
I don't understand. I saw
Or like, you know, what kind of issues there'll be if there's going to be like issues on older cards in comparison to newer ones, or like ghosting or latency would be worse on older ones.
Out with it.
I know it's software based, but I'm still curious as to how they're pulling off four inserted frames. If that works consistently the same across every single GPU, that's quite an extraordinary feat.
Sir, we should talk.
Unless what they are doing is capping it on specific cards. Like, you can use it on everything, but it doesn't run the same on everything. Like, on newer cards you could do 4, but on older cards you can do less or something, maybe. Is probably what I think might be the case, but...
You're not going to explain how Sandrak is an immortal.
Was.
You're not going to explain how Sandrak was an immortal.
Thought I made that clear, Initiate. That's something...
Anti-lag, yeah. I mean, it was clear they're going to have to use something. There's no way... It's bad. The latency can be bad with 1 frame, so imagine doing 4. You need something to combat that.
Be absorbed. And oh yeah, Sandrak used to be an immortal.
The middle one was thought to be impossible. Magni shouldn't be able to control the fonts like
And
that.
how would I know that? No one's even told me what a font is.
FSR 3 is 2 times, so if you use it with FSR 2.2 quality, then
I should just go.
Wait a minute.
3.5.
About your vision of the Shrouded Realm. I wanted to...
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say a reasonable estimate guess would be double the performance. I would say, not 3.5 times or 4 times or whatever. I think that's extraordinarily unlikely. Because they said the same thing with frame generation, and it's nowhere near 4 times. Like, you could put it... You could do some weird edge case, like I was saying, with settings in like a specific game where like maybe you could push like 3 times or something, but I mean no one's ever playing like that, so it's irrelevant.
I just wanted you to
You know?
that you're not.
And I'm not special. No
Like they did it on like
Clicking lets me know that all the
they did it
time.
on like Cyberpunk with frame generation
I'm
on
saying you don't have to feel
DLSS was
alone.
on like performance, wasn't it, or something?
I don't
which,
want you
like,
to feel like you might become a
I
pro.
don't think if you're running on a
People that have
4090,
visions of
I
the
can't
past
imagine you'd be
sometimes
playing
feel
4K with DLSS performance. I can't see that as being much of a
All right.
use case.
I'll meet you back
but
at the Califon. Sandrak absorbing a ley line isn't something we're even remotely prepared for.
and like the drop settings as well, like, I don't understand that use case, but you know, I get it from a marketing perspective because it just looks like it can play it really good. You know, like, oh yeah, look, we can get 3.5 times the amount. Like, yeah, it obviously looks great from a sales perspective, but expectation-wise, in most games, it's probably not doing that. What game was it that they were doing that in, or was it literally just them saying it? There was no actual demonstration of it, because they did the same. They do the same thing in all those presentations normally. Yeah, I saw that on FSR 3 on Forspoken. I mean, does anyone care? Why would I? Who's desperate for frame generation in Forspoken? I thought that game was like dead and buried. I'm not thinking, oh, you know what? I'm gonna play through that game again. Like, what was the point in that? Like, for something like Starfield, like, that makes huge sense. But, like, for Spoken, I mean, it was, like, one of the worst games of the year. That'd be like adding it to, like, Gollum. Like, why would I care? I'm not going to play that. It's not making me want to play that game anymore. The game's still bad. I don't care if I can get it. I can double my frames in it. I'm still not playing it. This area looks nice. Try FSR. So yeah, kind of similar-ish to my 4090 frames, really. Dips a little bit lower. It was dipping into the 30s and stuff, but don't know how much of this update this morning and the game has had an effect on it. It definitely feels a little bit. It still stutters quite a bit, but it's a bit better. So I don't know if that's improved it.
Take up a position at the table, Initiate. There's a lot to talk about.
Any of these possible font shapes look familiar?
None, sir.
Sounds like Zendara filled you in, sir, but I've got about 1,000,000 questions.
Story time, Jack.
And I used to really love
In this game, it's coming to this game as well. I mean, that'll be good, because then we can literally compare it to between, you know, we can actually have a platform to test between DLSS 3 and FSR3, like a direct comparison. Be interested to see how bad the ghosting is compared between them.
Great anchors that connected the shrouded realm to Aveum. The ley lines spread out from these fonts, traveling through both worlds, turning the shrouded
Want
realm's
FSR3 and
magic
ratcheting? Yeah.
into a resource we could
That's the thing, though, is that I don't know.
If someone could capture the power
I think it's
of the
hopeful
font,
to expect
they
it to
could
be
draw
added to
magic in a
older
way that no
games. I
magic
don't
has.
think
like
you'll see that
living
much.
ley line tower, capable of drawing
They'll
magic
use
from very source,
FSR3 as a marketing
capable of
thing
leading
to
directly
for
in the
newer
way of a
games.
magnite.
It's the same with
Sandra
DLSS
has
3.
done
I don't.
exactly
I think
what
maybe one or two
We
older
believe
games
he's in
had it
possession of
added,
a
right?
protocol, a binding stone, an
I guess like
artifact that
Cyberpunk
can
is one that had it
control
added, but like I said, it's
So
been
that's what I
used
saw
as a
from
marketing
Out of
thing,
the
hasn't
Woods.
it?
That's right. With it, Sandrak will eventually be able
Like
to
I think you'll
block
see it
our
with bigger
access to
games
magic
as a marketing
completely.
thing, but like Ratchet and Clank, I don't know.
And the Everwar
It's not
is
a big
over.
enough.
Over? As in he takes over Lucium?
You might see it in
As
big,
in, he
you know, you might
takes
see it in
over.
something like, say, Resident Evil 4, because that was AMD sponsor. You know, something like that, maybe?
Sir, respectfully and whatever, you're wrong.
If I had to hazard a guess.
Excuse me?
Oh boy.
You said it yourself. Magic is a resource. Just because Sandrak absorbed a font or
They said it would
whatever
be
doesn't mean
available
its
to
power is
all
endless.
DirectX 11
It's
and
just
12
that it's
games.
probably
Yeah,
ginormous.
but you mean brand new
He found
games,
a way to
right?
use the binding stone,
I
so can we.
doubt there's any
We
way
can
they'll
take it
add it
back
to
and
every single... They're not adding it to every single game ever created, because then they'd have to get the developers to add it. So I'm assuming by what they mean by that is every brand new game as of next year. That's what I would... That's what that sounds like. There's no way they're adding it to every single game ever in existence. That doesn't make any sense. Because you'd have to get, like, developers out of retirement to add it to, like, older games.
This is new.
Like, a lot of those games have just not supported anymore, so there's no way they could add it.
Allow me to let you.
But I would say that probably
A
means
small kindness between friends.
just as of every...
We were just discussing what the best response would be to your desecration of the fonts.
Had you yet concluded you have none?
On the driver
Let
level...
us meet at Nicaea to discuss the terms of your surrender.
Yeah, but I
Here
mean...
now you speak for your king.
I don't know, I'm not... I have issues with the standard drivers. If AMD are adding some driver level FSR3 update to every single game, I mean, that sounds like an absolute calamity. If I'm honest, there's no way that's gonna work, like, off the rip. That'd be incredible. Like, I had an issue where I couldn't play... I dropped frames if I plugged in two monitors into my GPU. Like, they couldn't fix that
Make sure
on a
every
driver.
last trace of them is
So,
really
like, what's the
gone.
likelihood of them doing that on a driver? I don't know.
need you to speak
I guess
to
anything's
Watch
possible, but
We're meeting Sandrak at
I don't know if they'll have that
Good.
done in the next, by
Not our fault.
2024. I mean, that's not far away.
Not yet.
That sounds pretty incredible.
Jack, let's talk.
Isn't
Seeing is believing.
Actually walk into Sandrak's trap.
It's not a trap. Sandrak fashions himself after the
I'll
nobility
believe it
of
when I
our
see
state.
it.
He'll honor the tradition of Nocia as neutral ground.
Sir, I know you don't plan to surrender.
Not even a little bit. We'll take him by surprise, hit him with everything we got, and hope the power of that binding stone of his is found wanting.
Okay, so it's our
So it'll look
trap
different.
then.
Yeah, I mean, I
Immortals
imagine there's...
can't let Sandrak take control of magic.
The issue is
We have
when
to
you're
take our
casting the
chances.
net as wide as
Speaking of
that,
the Immortals
it's
and
never going to
Sandrak
consistently
and
work
Sandrak
the same
having
across
been
everything.
immortal and you never telling me,
I wouldn't expect it
fellow
to.
immortal.
I figured this was coming.
When you're casting a net as wide as that,
There's not a lot of time here.
like, I can't imagine it's going to consistently be the same across
You
everything.
recruited me the day Sandrak destroyed my home. I've been fighting against Rasharn ever since you told me.
What difference would it have made?
I don't know, but how do you benefit by constantly keeping secrets from me? You could have told me about the fonts long before any of this. You could have told me how using magic destroys the world before training me.
You joined the army, Jack, not the academy. You only needed to know what helped you in the field.
I don't
You could
feel
use it in
that's a
every
fair
game. Yeah,
answer,
but
sir.
there's quite a lot of games that don't support any upscaling whatsoever, do they? So there's obviously some complication to it, though, because there's some games that don't support any of it. So I can't imagine even on a driver level
Portal stone.
they would be able to add that.
Message to go
The
along
game
with
just
it.
doesn't have any of it
Silco will know what to do.
whatsoever. So I assume
You'll
even if
find
they
him in
changed it on a
Lordfell
driver
along with a
level,
battalion of our soldiers.
it's just not. There's nothing like that in the game, not even DLSS or anything. But yeah, I don't really ever take in too much. I'd rather wait for it to release before I really pay too much attention to it. Because anyone can make any kind of claims. I've seen it 100 times from from all the different companies.
Hi, I'm Jack.
I'm not really too interested until I can actually play it and see what it's like.
You're the new recruit. I'm the Viscount Hauserel, Lord of Sevenridge and Eye of Lavenry. Sorry I missed your induction ceremony, Jack.
Dynamic resolution. Yeah, but that's not the same.
And please, just Hauser. Fewer words benefit us all.
That's not like using any actual upscaling. It's just rendering lower
No one has in years.
and outputting at your native. You haven't got like any
Apologies.
AI
I should have
upscaling or anything involved.
No worries. So, what was the mission?
I'm a hexbrand, Jack. Do you know what that is?
Oh, an assassin.
Yes. You can figure out the mission from there.
I didn't think the Immortals had assassins.
Understandable. It's not really tip of the spear now, is it? The Immortals are more than that. It's just cut.
How's the game?
Selling it.
It's alright. It's not really.
Brits?
It's not as good as I.
Devin said
It was
Brits
getting.
once.
I thought it was getting hyped quite a lot,
Their approval is a
and
regular source
I
of
don't think it
Lavenry,
really.
Grand Magnus,
I thought it was going to be a bit of a game
Vistas.
changer, but it's kind of quite average, I would say.
Wait, we can do that? How?
The Order of Masks have a group of Magni called the Six that range far from Rasharn. Lucien needs them dead. If you want the sanction, it's yours. That's how we do it.
Being a Viscount.
How do I get out of
that
this
means
chat?
Oh,
Talk to you later, Hauser.
Optimization on the game. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't amazing either. They did an update today, this morning, which seems to have improved it a little bit. as compared to 4090. Natively, it's fairly similar. If slightly the frames dip a little bit more, but it's hard to tell really the difference between the two because I'm playing this today on an update, a game update, and we played yesterday without the update. So I don't know how much of that is down to the card and how much is down to the update. So natively compared between the two, obviously with the difference of the update. Like similar-ish. Like this is probably slightly, like the drops are slightly worse, but I've got FSR quality on at the moment, so we can't really hold a 60 at native 4K. How quick I'm running through this cave. Where's the other ones? There's a red one. Seven hundred XT. I thought it felt like to me AMD are pulling a bit of an nvidia with that card. The way that card's priced and the performance, it to me seemed like they're pulling a bit of an nvidia with that one. They're pulling a bit of a like 4060 Ti with that one. But I'd rather just get a previous gen GPU, I think. Like, for the price to performance, you'd just do the same thing with NVIDIA this gen of just get an older GPU. FSR3 treble tap, yeah. Is it coming to Starfield? It is, right? It's kind of what I thought, that they would do it for that. The GR8, yeah, but I was having a look at that last night though. You can't. Is it only being sold in specific countries? Because you can't just get it. It's not available here at least. I can't get any of those. I sort of just gave up on that. No. Equip now. It's available in Germany. It's not available here. I can't get it anywhere. To be honest, I'm not really sure I'll get many of the other AMD cards. Like,
probably better you don't know, sir.
Is it though?
After I got that 7600, I was just a bit like,
just, if I knew the whole plan,
kind of just felt like a bit of a.
Since I'm like part of the plan. Am I right?
You have a point.
Nothing that exciting about it, especially if FSR3 is coming. I'd rather just.
See you around, Captain.
That seems a bit more interesting.
Jack, Kirkland's asking for an
Oh,
update.
a bit of a stutter
I
then.
delivered the portal stone to Captain Selko. What's next?
Rendezvous with the rest of us at Nocia. Our parley with Sandrak is imminent.
Parlay.
What?
Never heard anyone actually use that word.
It's the nerves.
Uh-huh. See you soon.
10-15%. Yeah, it's like 10% better than what, like a 6700 XT though or something, is it? So that's what I mean. It's like it just doesn't. I don't know. I don't know why they're pulling all these It's almost like they're just doing it for the sake of it. Oh, I've got that weird lighting thing again on here. Do you see that on the stairs? That was happening yesterday, wasn't it? $7,600 is like 46. Yeah, I mean, that was actually... I mean, the performance was worse, though, than the 4060. At least from the games I played. But I didn't really understand the release of that card. It just didn't really make any sense. Like, what? You know, the same as the lower tier nvidia stuff, too. It's like, what is that? It makes more sense maybe with FSR 3, but if they're not capping that to new cards anyway, I don't really understand the gap in the market for that card. I thought it would be better. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck again. I'm gonna do this area already. Graphics look quite nice here. Play League of Legends and... Yeah, you could play that on pretty much anything though. Play that on integrated graphics. I just wouldn't even buy a GPU. Oh, not this again. See how it dips in though? Now we've got 0.1%, 3 FPS. Not too good. It feels like this card deals with the combat a bit worse. It doesn't like the combat. Why can't I use my how do I use my special thing? How do I get him? The red is a shotgun, yeah. Yeah, no, I know. He's blue though. Ah, he's that. Oh, wow. probably dead here. Whoa, look how low my health is. Lazy Gamer, hello. I don't know where I gotta go now, don't I? Health. Alright. Crazy as if, hello. Switch FSR off. How much can we get if we go? Over 100. It looks... Yeah, it doesn't look good though. Can already see the quality there just disappear. Yeah, like nice frames, but the quality's pretty chalked. Oh. What's hitting me? Look at this though. You see it? Oh no. On the pavement. Not good. What is better, a 7900 or 4060? Who compare? Yeah, I don't. Why are we comparing? I mean, they can't be compared. 7900 is way better. That'd be like comparing a 4080 or 4090 to a 4060. They're not in the same. They're not in the same league. 7900 XTX in the Premier League and the 4060s in like Conference South. No, 4060's not. It's in Fiverside. Down your local park. Right. Maybe you mean 79. I mean, even 7900 XT. That's still. I mean, the XT was easily way better. I'm still new to PC. That's all right. Yeah, no, they're just not like a 4060 is like a 1080p card, whereas this is like a 4K card. So they're not really aimed at the same, you know, the same ability. How much FPS would you recommend best with this game? I don't understand the question. How much FPS would you recommend best with this game on 1080p to... You mean like what frame rate is the best at those resolutions? I mean, you'll struggle to get really high frames on this game, kind of full stop. At least at the moment. If you can hit between 60 and 100, I would say that's good, but with everything maxed out, with the equivalent GPUs, that'll be quite hard. Like, we're at 4K native here with a, yeah, 7900 XTX, and we're getting, yeah, we can't even hold 60, so. What is that? XZ, hello. It's Unreal Engine 5, yeah. $60 FPS and low, yeah. I mean, I've only played with 2 cards and their relative resolutions. I wasn't able to maintain 60. So I doubt with any card in their equivalent resolution at native, I doubt you'd be able to hold 60. That's not looking good down there. Do it at range. Jeez. Problem is he's a shotgun, but I didn't upgrade the shotgun. He's my special. I didn't mean to do that. Ah! Oh my god. That was close. Gonna be better optimized. Yeah, the thing is though, on Unreal Engine 5 it's like still very early days. It'll take some time to really fully for people to kind of utilize it to its.
Not the time, Jack.
You know, you could argue. So you're talking just about from like a FPS point of view, but if you look at the other metrics, it is better optimized in terms of like, look at our VRAM. Like VRAM consumption is way better overall than it is in 4. So like it has, and even like power too, like the power consumptions of my GPU and stuff are way better. So like that aspect, like that is still better in 5.
You might see reason. Yet you remain the same Kirkin that made me abandon the Immortals years ago. Obsessed with victory.
So like you could argue that it's not so much optimization as how people think, but it technically is still optimized in comparison. Like just using less power, it means it's, you know, it's more efficient.
You mean win?
Using less VRAM, it's more efficient.
By turning the rest of us defenseless.
In our every meeting, a yipping pup.
Jack's right, though. You're not worthy of that power, Sandrak. Your airships bomb the free cities of the East and then wonder why they resist you now.
I've heard from a developer perspective, I think 5's quite hard to like iron out. I don't really know. I've never really been involved in game development, but that's what I hear people saying. So I imagine maybe there are certain tips and tricks, but it just maybe takes time to like. And the only games we've seen in 5 so far, what games have we seen? Fortnite had it, and that was like, that was okay. Some of the other games have kind of just been like, it'd be interesting to see a big game, like some sort of big game franchise or something with it, you know? Like a lot of the games we've seen in 5 are just kind of like newish games, like, you know, Remnant 2 was for, yeah, but that, I mean, that was no words. I honestly, I thought that game was awful. There was a lot of hype around that game, and I did not. I just don't get it. I wish I never bought it. That's why I'm avoiding Baldur's Gate 3, because I was like, I'm almost definitely going to hate that game.
Devin.
Jack, glad you're on your feet. That could have been so much worse. Took ages, but Zendara was
The big fan base, yeah. I just didn't get the game. It was just doing the same thing over and over and over, and it just felt empty. I was just like, well, after playing this for a couple of hours, I feel like I've done it. I don't need to do it anymore.
But enough to have made his point. Kirkland's left for Lavnery to talk with the king. He wants a full surrender after Nosea. There's even talk that Kirkland's emergency powers may be rescinded.
So who's in charge?
Zendara. And I'll warn you, she's
Oh, wait.
a bit of a mood.
Kind of on brand for her.
I heard that.
Whoops.
Meet us in the war chamber, Jack. We've come to
There's a fear, yeah, that was. That played alright, didn't it? There was that other game as well. What was it? Rock City? That was Unreal Engine 5. What have I got to do here? What does that do? That opens the eye. If I pull these both down and then do it, maybe? I don't get it. Remnant 2 is the definition of insanity. I kind of had the same feeling towards Diablo 4 as well. After you've played it for a couple of hours, I'm just like, unless you just love the grind, I don't see what I get out of it. Just like spamming, clicking. But those games were never really massively... Look at the damage on that. They were never really my favourite games, so...
Kirkin may be gone, but our job's still the same. Eliminating Sandrak and his hold over the fonts.
There are 5, right? He can't have
Kenner
them
Bridge
all
of
yet.
Spirits. Yeah, that game's
You may not
awesome.
know what the Binding Stone does,
I need to.
but
I
Sandrak
still need to
uses it.
play.
We can
I've
try
played through
and
quite a
keep
bit of
away from
it,
the rest if all of us just what?
but I've
The
not
fonts
completed
are
it.
hidden from us, Jack. Invisible. Buried in the liminal spaces where the borders between Aveum and the Shrouded Realm are weakest.
We only know the location of 2.
I think I played it in 8K one time, didn't I?
Round 1. And the other is in the Tower of Masks in Rishon.
Doing the same thing over and
Which
over
means
and expect.
Sandrak's already used
Yeah,
the
it's all
Binding
about
Stone
getting
to
the
absorb
kind of
power.
like ranking up and getting the best armor and stuff.
Technically, we
Like
now
if you're
know the
addicted to that
location
kind of
of
grind, then I guess
but
you'd
the
love
one in
it.
the
But
forest is, well,
I've never really been that bothered by stuff like that.
So that leaves the last 2, and only Sandrak knows where they are. Fine. Pin that. We concentrate on the Binding Stone instead. We know where that is. We just need to learn how to shut it off. And fast.
Not necessarily. According to my research, a Thradakol takes a huge toll on its possessor. Sandrak will have to rest before doing another stunt like that. We may have a little time.
Which leads us to former Grand Magnus, Thaddeus. Kirkin's predecessor, now in exile. The oldest of us that still lives. By all accounts, he was an expert on Aristea. If there's a weakness to the very Aristean Binding Stone, he'll know about it. In theory.
sticky wicket, the situation with Thaddeus.
That's not important.
Kind of feels like it is.
What Zendara means to say is it doesn't matter that Thaddeus hates the Immortals and everything we stand for because you'll
Oh, so there's a game on tonight, isn't there?
help us.
Premier
And
League.
a bonus potential setback because the universe is cruel. Like the remaining fonts, we also don't know where Thaddeus is.
His last known location was the Sky Islands of Oromund, digging through the archives at the Library of Akoth.
Jason, hello. How's it run on the 4090? You can have a look. I streamed it yesterday.
Nice with a friendly librarian.
Could have a look at it, but kind of similar-ish, slightly better than this.
You're gonna
But we had a game update today, so it's hard to really compare like for like. I'm not sure how much improvement there is just from the game update.
He needs to do to get airborne.
The 4090 couldn't really hold 60 native 4K either. Oh, there is a game, Chelsea Luton. Luton are going to absolutely spank Chelsea.
You'll need a special spell to properly ride the ley lines, and a strong stomach.
Why? What's this spell like?
Like Lash, only more panic, vertigo, and fear of heights. Fortunately, there's a Shroud Fane in the Harrows where you can find one.
The Harrows over in Havenshire? Got it. Alright, I'll be quick. But hey, you okay? We never really got to talk about what happened at Nicaea.
Well, I can skip stuff. I tell you what, it does not like being in this room though for my frame rate. 35. It's this table. As soon as I get away from the table. Forspoken, yeah. How much... The thing that terrifies me is how the music on this is sounds identical to Forspoken. Like in that room, will I get the music again? Yeah. It's like identical. It gives me PTSD whenever I hear that Forspoken thing. Song. The intro song. Do Unreal Engine games share? I think there's something like that, isn't there, in the engine? Oh my god. Show yourself. In the face, right in the face. How do I get more health? Can I craft it? Hell no! I wasn't ready. Oh my god, the ADS speed is so slow. Oh no. Look, why is it so slow? What color is he? Oh, there's no way I'm going to do this. Look at this, yo! No. Well, I'm dead. No way I'll do this. Oh yeah, I'm dead. Oh my god, look at my health. There we go. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be shooting at him. Any thoughts on FSR3? Well, I don't really look too much into these things until they actually come out, because there's just a lot of, I don't really pay attention too much to marketing stuff, because I know from history it's never really exactly how they say it is. But yeah, I'm looking forward to trying it out. But I'd rather get my hands on it than just, I'm not really too interested in looking at all the announcements and stuff. Man, I don't know how I'm supposed to kill this thing. XTX. If it's supported in the game, then yeah, it's a good alternative, but it works better on Intel cards. Or it works the best on Intel cards. And this thing moves around so much. How on earth? Do you know what I mean? It moves around so much. I'm just going to stay in this wall area. That seems to be the best idea. Oh. Quite a bit of damage. Oh. I don't get out of it. Oh no. Come on, I got this. What the hell? I'm stuck. He can't get me. Well, this is cheese. Oh my god. No. Come on. Oh, he pulled me in as well. Still don't know if that was really the best gun to use, but it seemed to do the most damage. XTX to get the most potential, you need to use... Yeah, exactly, yeah. It's a good alternative, but I would say if you didn't have DLSS, and you say had an nvidia card, your next best option would probably be FSR. Like, the quality isn't really quite as good on XTX. If you had an Intel card, then I'd probably use that. I'd use that over like FSR or something. The quality, like FSR definitely has better quality than XTX. But then it's on an Intel card, I would use that. The Mad Hatter, yo. It's Friday, yeah. I'll tell you what, I'm feeling tired. Has this game picked up any... It's kind of more of the same, really. Most important thing at the end of the day is that it was work as intended and not many issues. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely keen to like see how it plays, you know, having it work on every single card. I'm keen to see what frame generation is like on like a brand new card compared to an old card, because obviously that's not really something I can try out with nvidia stuff because it's locked to the newest thing. Obviously it does work as good on, say, like a 4090 to a 4060. Like, there's not much difference in the performance of it. The issues are the same in terms of if it... Oh god. Like, the ghosting stuff is the same. There's no difference to that, but I'd be interested to see from a software level perspective if that's... Oh god. How that plays out. And especially across a spectrum of tons of games as well. Like, if it plays differently on like a newer game compared to an older game. How do I switch to the thing? Oh, look at that. Whip it. Have they confirmed that it's going to be in Starfield, though? Is that definitely a thing? Because I hope it is. Yeah, this does... My frame rate on this lighting's not good. I don't like any upscale. Yeah, I tend to not really use them that much, like my own personal. The most I've really used any upscaling is probably on my Steam Deck, really, FSR on that, because you kind of need to. Obviously, I have the luxury of a few different cards, so if I'm planning to play a game at 4K or something, I can just use a, you know, I can play it natively. I can sort of pick and choose a bit. So I don't really need to rely on those things so much. Definitely a nice thing to have, though, I guess. If you just had one card and maybe, you know, maybe you don't use it that much, but there's one game where, you know, you're just not quite getting enough frames or something, you know, you could always switch that on. It's nice to have that option. Where are we going here?
Some view, huh? If
Bioshock
magical
Infinite. Oh, yeah, I need that. I never completed that.
What the hell happened out there?
The Gatorond. Mix stupid ideas with bold, magical experiments and blow your own kingdom to pieces.
Wait, they did it to themselves?
Indeed. So, the mission. Go to the archives at the Library of Akoth in Oromon. See if we can find any trace of Thaddeus, and find out if he knows anything about the Binding Stone. You ready to leave now?
Prefer to adjust graphics. Yeah, that's always an option as well. Kind of really depends on what you want to do.
So the Gatorond, huh?
I think there definitely is
All I heard about Oromon was
when
that
I
they
see
gave
people
a
putting on
fighting
ray
chance.
tracing, but then using
20
upscaling
years
to
ago?
be able to play ray
More or
tracing,
less.
I'd just rather not bother.
They
I'd rather
basically
just
ground
play
themselves
natively
down.
without it, you know?
They didn't so much give up.
Like, there's definitely a
as
level, but then
vanished
it's
from
just
the
it's
stage.
also a personal
What
thing.
happened?
A
if you think
populist
that's worth it or
faction
not.
With a fiery name that I can't remember, took over the Oromic government. They advocated for an equal ownership of magic, not just between Magni, but among the lightless as well. They believed that by distributing
It's a
magic
short game.
the
How many
world would
hours? I mean, I
finally
played it
begin
on
to work
stream one
towards
time, I
the
think.
end of the Everwar.
Played like a good 3 or 4 hours,
Can you imagine?
and I didn't finish it.
Look where it got them.
Maybe? Part of me absolutely can.
Dynastic magical traditions, thousands of years
There's a
old,
remaster. Which
versus some
Bioshocks
upstart
did they
idea
remaster?
of
Was it just 1 and 2?
shared magic that results in the destruction of roughly
Because
a
3
third of the
was.
continent?
It's not
I'll trust
recent,
my
but it was
own
more
stream
recent
forebearers.
than the
Thank you
other
very
two.
much.
Alright, get me away from this
I think I'm
guy.
good to go. After you.
Let's see if I remember how to do this.
Because I don't know if I completed Bioshock 1. I had a friend who used to be obsessed with those games. He had it on 360. I don't know if I ever completed 2 though.
Get used to that.
Give me a portal.
I definitely played it, but I don't know if I ever completed it.
Day. There's a very high vomit probability for me right now.
Suck it up, buddy. We need to get to...
Jack!
Is FSR on now? No. Oh. Get the javelin out. Get him in the stone in the back. Or in the face. They're doing a new Bioshock game though, aren't they? Could you imagine Bioshock with ray tracing? Oh,
Hey, I'm
that
Jack.
would be...
This is Devin.
I think they are doing a new
The
one.
assist.
That would actually look
What's your name?
insane.
Kenzie, you're Lucians, aren't you?
I think they could really
Also,
smash that game.
Immortals. Just to be
If the
clear.
performance is alright.
A literal thing?
What? No, we can die. It's just
Good.
like...
Then stay back.
Hey, watch it.
Jack, I may have neglected to mention that the Ormic are notoriously territorial underneath
FSR and frame generation. Well, we don't have frame generation on AMD cards yet. But yeah, when it releases, I imagine it'll be the same as
We're just looking for someone that
DLSS 3, where
you
upscaling and frame generation are 2 different settings, so you don't have to have them both on at the same time.
But I think we can both
You can have one on and not the other, or you could have both on.
ultimately results in the destruction of your entire kingdom.
You don't have to
That's
have
not what happened. And you
both of them on at the same
imperialist
time.
fuckos
Oh, did I say kingdom? I'm sorry. I meant a failed collective that's now just a stretch of gravity-challenged rocks. Maybe the next wrong-headed egalitarian social experiment with magic fares a bit better than all of this unchecked calamity.
On nvidia, yeah, it's the same on nvidia
Does he always
GPUs.
love to hear himself talk this much?
They're 2 different settings, so you don't have to have them both on at the same time.
Look, how about we table the culture clash for a bit, huh? We came here on a mission to keep Sandrak from winning the Everwar. Maybe you can help us.
Until 3 weeks is going. Yeah, the thing is though,
You know what?
Starfield will be out, won't it?
It's not like I care who wins that stupid war. The sooner
I'm not
someone
sure
knows,
anyone's going to be too
the sooner
bothered.
Get out of Oromon.
You don't know who Sandrak is.
Nope. But I figure since you're Lucian, he's
Tend
from
to use
a shard.
DLSS quality. Yeah, I don't think. I think the quality settings are all right. I can. It depends what game. Some games are worse than others. I can normally tell, but I think it's just because
Mind the road.
I've seen it so many times. I can tell at like 4K. I think at 1080p it looks slightly better with like quality upscaling.
You can keep trying to prove which one of you has the right to
It depends what game though. Some games look better, some games don't really look any different.
Hey, wait up.
At 1080p, and then at 4K it also depends. Some games look worse.
Let her go.
With the Rishanians and these
I generally wouldn't want to go lower than that personally. I think you could, as soon as you hit balanced and below, I think sometimes it can start looking pretty ropey, but hopefully that'll just get better over time. Like, you look at DLSS 3.5 now, the image quality looks a lot better already, so it's just one of those things. Over time it'll hopefully just keep getting better and better. Same with FSR. FSR 2 looks better than the FSR 1. Still not really upgrade. Yeah, give that big boy. Get the big boy out. The new Cyberpunk expect. Yeah, it'll have FSR 3 and DLSS 3.5. So that's going to be an interesting one. Be interested to see how FSR 3 handles path tracing.
Here we go.
You hate that you can't turn off the... Yeah, I think that should be a setting, like in Fortnite, like you say. I definitely think you should have the option, but... the fact that Fortnite has it suggests that it is possible. I don't know why games aren't doing it, but... maybe they'll start to do it. I'm getting smacked about here. I need that guy helping me. How do I get to the... I need the crystal behind. Ah! Alright, that's one. Oh.
What is all
that was close.
Webbing? Is it metal? I can grapple over there.
Oh yeah, how do I do it? There we go. Oh, that was close. Oh, this ain't good. Got a shotty out. I do enjoy the combat in this game. That's the best bit. Kind of a bit like Forspoken though. I never really had too much of an issue with the combat. I thought that was like the best bit. Someone shooting me? Oh, yeah. Where do I go?
Lean.
Yeah. I wasn't paying attention. Lean, how do I do it? Oh. Interesting.
Gotcha. That's a whole lot of lurge.
I think for spoken with the muted dialogue and those subtitles makes the game. And also just switch the monitor off as well. Restore. I'm taking damage. Oh, not again. Do I think nvidia will offer frame generation and drivers like no, because it's hardware based. Only the hardware on the latest GPUs can do it. The 3.5 DLSS 3.5 is coming to, I think, up to 20 series, but I don't think that includes frame generation. That'll just include the like 3.5 upscaling, I think, because it's missing like, I forget what it's like the cores on the, so I'm pretty sure it can't do it. Whereas FSR is software based, so it doesn't matter about the hardware. That's how it can be enabled on everything. At least that's what I'm pretty sure they're referring to 3.5. I could be wrong there, but I'm pretty sure. Because 3.5 isn't really frame... Like, it's not really frame generation. It's, what do they call it? It's like ray tracing thing. Imagery or whatever. I don't know what they call it. So you'll definitely see there'll definitely be an improvement to FPS with that on older cards, 100%, because you've not had that previously. It's not massive. I think it's like a 10 FPS or something. It's not like crazy. Oh my god. So, like, what am I supposed to be hitting this thing with? Not another one of these. You've got to be having a laugh. You know what I mean? What do I hit it with? I was thinking it's blue, but... Try and find a little spot. To cheese it. Can it get around here? Question is that my health is super low. Just cheese it. Oh! Oh no, look at my health. It's bad. I'm somehow gaining health. If he stays up there, I'm gonna just cheese this all day long. Oh, this is Cheez-It Central right now. Oh! No! I thought I survived that then. I like hung around for a sec. I thought I was still alive. Cheez-It Central, get me a what's it. Right, get me to the spot. Get me in that spot. No! Oh, look at it. It's beautiful. I can't even hit him. Problem is there's all these little small ones. I think these ones would be better with the javelin to the face. Give him a javelin. I run out. If you need to cheese a game, just call me up. I'll do it for you. Right. Where's the basilisk? There he is. Shoot the blue balls. They don't do anything. But this gun doesn't do anything. I think this gun's alright. I feel like that green one, though, does the most damage. Do you reckon? It feels like it does, doesn't it? And it's the easiest because it's range. I don't have to get too close. .5 is more like an update for the... Yeah, exactly, yeah. It'll still be obviously better, though, than 3. You know, it's like an iteration of 3. But, you know, by the fact it's called 3.5. If it was the brand, it'd be 4, and, you know... What is happening? Look at this. He's going to go up on top of the hill. No, he's not. Where is he? He is up on the hill. No, he's doing it again. No. I took way too much damage. But he did as well. He's going up the top of that. He wasn't doing that. He wasn't doing that last time, was he? Oh my god. Press Z. Hey, you can. Did I get him? Well, that would have been a bit easier.
I caught up to our favorite radical, who, it turns out, still wants nothing to do with me.
Super. So she bailed again.
She did.
Thanks for that.
I managed to learn that the Sky Librarians built the Chronicler constructs to serve as assistants in some great undertaking that ultimately went pear-shaped.
Why did you wait until he was basically 10 HP?
Everyone?
Could have told me that. Could have told me that earlier.
And yet you'll persevere. For my part,
Oh wait until he struggled to the absolute bitter end. And oh yeah, by the way, you know you could press Z.
Meet me at the library when you can.
Where do I see that? At the bottom. I don't see Z anywhere on the power-ups. More fun to watch you suffer. No! Yeah, I don't see Z anywhere on the power-ups. Which one is it? I see X. Believe it or not, this is not my first time playing a game. I know that's hard to believe, but Bottom right. Oh, it's that big circle thing, is it? Oh. Whip it. Whip it. Oh my god. I thought it was cheese. I was cheesing it. It was just painful. Where do I go now? That's not worked. That's not worked. Oh. Do me a favour as well, guys. Make sure to like the stream if you haven't. Try and get as many likes as we can. Can't press F on that.
More of this metal shit.
No! How do I get around it? Whip it. Who's that firing a laser at me? Get the whip out. Oh, wow. These spider things are more annoying, that big thing. Oh no. Whip it. Get some chicken on that. Try using the shield. How do I do that?
Dissolving the big metal nodes clears patches of it up. Good to know.
Which one's my shield? Is it that? I didn't even know I had whatever this is. Tab. Ah. Didn't know that. I don't need it though, do I? Have you not seen me play?
Devin,
I don't need a shield slowing me down.
Across some weird swirling metal material. Any idea what it is?
I've seen it before. Constructs often take their embedded instructions and improve.
It's just weighing me down. Just chuck it.
Sometimes they leak those instructions.
That's what I'd have done if I was a knight back in the day.
Metallic sweat.
Just chuck it. Don't need it.
Learning? They leak learning.
Sure. Invariably bubbles out.
Use my arms.
Constructs are usually broken
Epic
down
bench, yo.
The fact that there's so much, well, huge. Look, around here means these chroniclers have probably become very, very smart.
Will FSR get 100? FSR performance would be 100 and above, yeah. Quality, we averaged out to about, we were about 70, 80, and then balanced is going to probably be kind of around 100, but probably dip under. Performance will be 100 and above. Ultra performance was... Okay, what was it? 130, 140, something like that? Right, shield time. Whoa. My frame rate then, that was... not good. Right. Laser him up. How do I do it? Give him everything I got. Whip him. I've got to get the stone. What's going on? Here we go. My frame rate then was all over the place.
Find a way inside.
How do we get in? Right, there's a red thing there. There's... what do we need? One red. One of each. There's one. Blue one's there. Where's the green one? Oh, is that it? That is it. Boom. Oh, it looks nice in here. J-Blocks, yo! The skill tree. I have, yeah, but how do I need to be at the...
I think so.
like workbench type thing.
Behind a big ass pile of that mined metal shit.
The chroniclers blocked it off. Why?
How would I know?
I have done some, yeah. I
Clear
probably
path.
should do it again though. Unless there's a shortcut to it here. Is there like a button for that? Oh my god. Let me have FPS again. I don't want to have to... get rid of the small ones. Right, now for the big one. Get my laser out, whip him. Oh no, not again! Not again! Oh my god. That is gnarly when that happens. I just can't do anything when that happens. Right, cheese time. I just one hit this thing. I can use a skill tree, can I? How do I do it? What button is it? Not on these. Check. I did notice this. That's the same as what it was yesterday, isn't it? What button would it be? It's G. Ah. I suppose normally it's I, isn't it? What is it? Here we go. Here we go. How do I see how many I've got? Why is the stream only in... because it's not... You can't really live stream at 4K. There's too much delay. Too much latency. I can't do that. Can't do that one. You guys saved me today with the keybinds. How do I see how many I've got? Oh, I've got 8. I've got 8 left. Why can't I do the green? Oh, I can do it now. Right, I'll just do... Try and do it evenly. Done 4 in that one. I've done 4 in that one. What do I use the most? I use this blue one quite a lot. Do that one. 10 minute increases all damage. Do that. Captain Alfred, yeah. Yeah, this GPU pretty much caps out power-wise, and even utilization, for the most part, is normally pretty just... Power's always static at like 350. It pretty much... I've never seen it lower than that. It's always just maxed out at that. It doesn't fluctuate at all. The textures. No, I think that's just the game textures. It was similar yesterday. I think that's just the game. Because it looks exactly the same for me as yesterday. It's kind of a bit like Overwatch style, if you know what I mean. Like, you know, you could look at Overwatch graphics sometimes and be like, that doesn't look like it's loaded in. It's kind of like that. What's the situation here? Whip it. No? No, we came in here. Was ist das aus Aufgaben? I'll go through this way. Yeah, I could... I've got to get up to that, right? What does that do? Room for over. Yeah, it does. This GPU does get very hot. It's pretty. It's all right temps for this. Sometimes though, it can hit like. I mean, the hotspot and memory junctions are quite hot. Like the memory junction is 92. It normally sits at around that. So I probably wouldn't push this too much. Like my temperature could get pretty crazy, especially if it's hot. Definitely see 75 to 80 sometimes, just without even overclocking it. But I do have a reference model, so it's worse. Oh, I can get up there. The cooling's worse. I do regret not getting a, I was going to get a Sapphire Nitro Plus, but it was just too expensive. When I bought it day one, I just had to weigh up if it was worth it or not, and it was, I think the Sapphire Nitro Plus on day one was like 1,300. It's just like not worth it. I didn't want to spend that amount. I got this one for almost retail. This was like 1,100. And like retail was like $999. Oh, I see the timer. Oh, he's an absolute pro. Right. Is that it? There's another room up there. I do really like the way the weapon switches on the hand. Is cool. Like this, look. That's cool. Did you read it right about 3.5? Yeah. Yeah, it will do. Up to 20 series cards, but yeah, no, frame generation won't. It's just the 3.5 like ray tracing thing. I think there's also some other things though. It's the ray tracing lighting, and there's like some image quality update as well, and also some like FPS gain too. So still definitely it's still cool. It's good that it's coming to older stuff at least. That's something. Do you find go over there? Bit sketch leaving your books that close to the edge. So there's another door. I'm thinking through that door then, huh? Is that a door? I don't see any way across, any easy way. Or do I cheese it? This is looking like Cheese Central. Oh, there is a way. Oh, no. No! Oh, no, it's not. I don't think that's an official way. It pushed me off. I reckon you could make that, though, but it, like, slides you off. Oh, okay. I'm in the right place. Oh well, this ain't gonna go good. Shield out. FPS 10. Drop me. What the hell? One of them is really low. Use everything I've got. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'll tell you what, I'm going to use the special now. Well, that's sorted out. Gave me 25 FPS, but to do a tentacles in, yeah, like the older cards simply can't actually run it. Even if they tried, it wouldn't work. It's missing actual fundamental hardware. The lighting through there looks quite good. Is 4050 going to be a thing? What, desktop? I think it's laptop, is it? I'm not sure if it's going to be a desktop thing. I'm supposed to make that, aren't I? No, I don't think you can make that. That's quite far. Oh my god, I almost didn't make that. You think I could just make the jump from here? No, I can't make that. But oh, he's a pro, he's a pro, he's a pro. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Alright, don't fall. What is that? Oh, is it? Is that last one? It better be. Oh, he smashed it. Absolutely smashed that. It looks really cool in there from... Oh god. Give me my laser. I can't even see what's going on when that happens. What do I actually do here? Sticking with this. I can't move. Oh my god. No. I can see the crystal. Oh. Give me the special. I could really do with that right now. Alright, that's one, that's one. Oh, wrecked. Wrecked. I missed it. Oh, I got him, I got him. Whew. Am I using FSR right now? No. Sounds like a new recipe. Cheese on toast. That'd be what I'm cooking. Look at this thing. In the face, right in the face. It's like Slender Man. What is he doing? Have I got to hit him in that? Jesus, look at this. Look at this thing. Right, open your face up. Ooh. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Open the face. He just swings his arms around. Wait, how did that not hit him? Oh god. Why is that? I'm hitting the wall. What a nightmare. Oh god, he's swinging his arms. Oh. 16 as well. I read it's only to 20 series, but oh, he's getting ballsy. In the leg. What is he doing? We're on the... Oh! Go, go, go! Oh, he's so low. I don't want to get hit by those arms. Do the laser again. Do it. Do it. Oh, he's about to get wrecked. I've got a laser too. Oh my god. He didn't know who he was messing with. He did not know who he was messing with. He did not realize I had a laser. It's like a cross between a laser and a Gatling gun. Couldn't even see what I was shooting at.
My friend put an invisible ward on the lock that'll blow your hand clean off. We didn't want the chroniclers down here, or thieves, or spies from another... He's right behind me, isn't he?
Yeah.
My friend is the interesting bit, wouldn't you say, Jack? Invisible wards are a pretty complex bit of business to conjure up. Also, please put that down. Nice craftsmanship, by the way. Surely it's not local.
Your friend wouldn't be named Thaddeus, would he?
Why, you here to kill him?
What? No. Why would you think that?
Thaddeus said some Lucian assassin goons might turn up looking for him. Said he ran
The character models, I think, are quite good.
Tyrannical bylaws their order of magic swears by.
Thaddeus led that order. He was an immortal.
Before he decided to abandon his post, that is. Does he really talk like that?
Look, we just want to talk to the guy. Can you take us to him? Please?
Thaddeus isn't here. Abandoned that post, too. Come on. He left some things behind that might help you.
Look at us! Friends now! United through the sense of abandonment by an authority figure.
Thaddeus is a real asshole, you know that, right? He said he was gonna help me restore the library, that we'd figure out a way to clear all the chroniclers out. And we almost did it. Right up until he found the archives down here.
Why'd he leave?
Never really cared to find out. What kind of trouble was he in with you guys? I mean, I know that Lucian's pretty... Never mind.
It was before our time.
She was going to say fascist. Lucian.
I can't sprint.
Is that why you and Thaddeus hit it off out here in the anti-conformist frontier?
Orman was a commune, jackass. That's as conformist as you can get. Magic was shared by everyone here, not just those that made sure they were born.
Wondering if I've also got no legs.
We're here. Thaddeus was, messy. Maybe something here will tell you where he went.
What was that? It was like he was going to say something, but he didn't.
Aha! This is his last journal, and I really have to say thank heavens for multiply underlined map coordinates. He says he's going to Pentac 4.5 to, 357. That's in Kalthus. Right around... Oh no. He went to Mount Dresnia. Assuming he got past the Rashanians, and assuming he got past...
Like you see in these cutscenes, it's always worse, but like, look at their faces, the lighting.
It's said a very
It's
large
like really bad in the cutscenes.
This is madness, Jack.
The way stuff's reflecting, it just looks weird.
The Alluri will kill us on the spot.
Saw that yesterday as well.
Sandrak's still out there with the Binding Stone, and Thaddeus may be the only one that knows how to stop him.
We're assuming Thaddeus is alive. Well, you are. I most definitely think he's extra dead.
We don't have a choice.
Do you see that?
If you're really going to risk walking into a den of magic hungry
Kind of
demons,
creepy.
I can take you to a ley line that'll lead you directly to Kalthus.
All right, let's do it.
The shading, yeah.
Stay here.
It's definitely a game issue because it was exactly the same yesterday, and it's worse in the cutscenes. It always does it in the cutscenes. And in game it does it, but like
help, faithless rebel.
not all the time.
Anything to get you off my islands, bootlicker.
For real though, we appreciate it. I know you'd rather stay out of all this, but I've seen Sandrak.
See, they were using the same edge. What was it? Brill Cream, Max Strength, Ultra.
glad that you're caught up in it all, because you're really hot. Good
Max
luck.
Ultra Strength path tracing.
On to Galvus.
Right. I think that's safe to me. I'm going to have to head off, guys. I'm going to try and catch this Chelsea game. Try and catch Luton absolutely smash Chelsea about. Nothing more enjoyable than just watching Chelsea just get, you know, watching a Chelsea fan just cry. It's just something so nice about it. But yeah, thanks a lot for watching. I don't know, I might try and be on tomorrow, I'm not sure. I've got a load of stuff to catch up on since I got home. I did have a few games I want to check out on the Steam Deck still. I just need to rotate. I don't have any space on it, so I need to uninstall some games and like rotate the games. But I'll try and maybe test this out on a couple of other. It might be interesting to see frame generation on the 4080. Yeah, I might maybe try it out on the 4080 at some point. Just see what this update has done, because obviously yesterday we didn't have the update, so I'm wondering the difference between that. But we'll but yeah, thanks a lot for watching. Have a good evening, guys. I'll catch you either tomorrow or it'll be Monday. But yeah, see ya.